distinguished private equity investors. We are Team Viatorvágy Consulting Group. We like to refer ourselves as BCG. And thank you very much for hiring us, because our so-called BCG is taking away all of our other clients. We are going to introduce you Tire Furniture, and we are going to show you that this is a company that first invests in. Vincent will talk to you about the company. He knows all the ins and outs. I'm going to give you a peek view about the furniture market and tell you why it is a great market to invest in right now. Christina will tell you all about the competitors, and finally our financial guru Martin will tell you what is the suggested investment to the company.
Exactly, so here you can see once more our agenda. So I'm going to tell you the company overview. So, Tire Furniture is a high-quality designer furniture company. It's targeted for the upper-end market, and basically this is why the company could produce growth even during the financial crisis, beginning in 2008. It's providing American-made, high-quality designer furniture in high-touch environment since 2003. This means that it's really important that we are talking about American-made, American manufactured furniture, which is a huge value on the US market. Currently, the company is operating 29 showrooms outside of major metropolitan areas in the Midwest. And in the planning, there are 6 new stores in the next 3 years to be opened. And the key value proposition of Tire Furniture is offering and delivering premium quality designer furniture in a day. So it means it can be delivered within 1 day to all consumers. So Tire Furniture has a stable business model. So we are having suppliers as domestic manufacturers. So the company itself, Tire Furniture, does not manufacture. We are dealing with domestic manufacturers. After buying the supplement from them, all the supply is being carried to the Tire Furniture warehouse. It's worth mentioning that we have to cut costs. The company only has to operate 1 warehouse, because all the major showrooms are within 1 day distance from the warehouse. Okay, so from there, they are being transferred to the showrooms where they are exposed to the customers. And after making the purchase in the showroom, the furniture is being shipped to the customer. So this is the business model. It's worth mentioning, as a slight risk, that we have to really rely on domestic manufacturers and on our suppliers, because we do not manufacture. So it's a key risk that we are going to highlight in the end as well. So the Tire Furniture is providing premium quality furniture in a high personal touch, attentive shopping experience. Actually, we arranged a short visit in the Desmond stores, and we took these photos in the showroom room, and I have to tell you that it's really, really fine quality, as you can see. Okay, let's have a look on the customer type of Tire Furniture. Look at this beautiful couple here. It's Harris and Ellen. They are both from St. Louis, and they are middle-aged intellectuals. Actually, their son has just been appointed to CEO of Case Solvers, a really new startup company back in Budapest, Hungary. And they have high disposable income that makes them capable of buying our products, the products of Tire Furniture. They are design lovers, they are passionate about design, and that's why they are interested in our products. They have a strong need for quality, and they live a really active social life. That means they often organize barbecues and inviting their friends. And of course, they are American patriots, so that means that they are interested in our domestically manufactured products. Okay, so the company is planning to open 6 additional showrooms in the next 3 years. You can see that the actual Midwest here, with centers in Des Moines, Kansas City, and St. Louis. And the acts of opening the new showrooms will result in further growth in revenues and both net profit.
Okay, so now let's take a speed view on the market. I'm going to tell a little bit about the market, the characteristics, and what about the trends. First of all, let's see the whole furniture and home furnishing market in the United States. We can see that, as every other industry, it has been severely hurted by the crisis, but after that, it shows a moderate but slow growth rate. The last year, the whole market was around $100 billion US. We can see the correlation to the GDP. The growth, as I already mentioned, the growth in the furniture market will be moderate but stable, around 2.5–3%. But we have to address the issue that if there are any other severe recessions like this crisis was, the lower drop on the GDP has a much more serious negative effect on the drop of sales at this industry than the positive effects. Another issue which, or trend which can be addressed or have to be addressed by Tire Furniture is the increasing online market and the increasing rate of the e-commerce and distribution. Tire Furniture is a furniture special store, which can be seen here, all these kind of stores by the distribution channel. We can see that it's decreasing. However, the online and e-commerce shopping are in a huge increase rate. So we have to state that this is a very severe threat from other stores providing online and e-commerce solutions. But it is also an opportunity to grow Tire Furniture. Because if we address the e-commerce market, we can see that the growth potential, which we can see here, starts from around 16% in 2012, and in 2018 it's still above 10%, while the industry average in the growth is only around 2.5–3%.
Also, we have to think about the other players in the market. If we look at the market, there is a lot of players. There's no big mega player. It's divided between a lot of players. In 2011, top 100 players were sharing around 70% of the market. If we compare our company to the our main competitors, we could say that there is like 4 main competitors which could be similar to us, but in a certain way. For example, IKEA, it's not targeting the upper middle class as we do, but however, a lot of people are buying maybe the small furniture or accessories to the furniture from IKEA. But we can play with that we have a better customer base there, as they do, and the customer, they don't have to do it by themselves, as in case of the IKEA. The similar competitor to us is Williams Sonoras, who they have a high quality furniture, and they are splitting like more demographic segments as we do. Not only the upper middle classes, they also have a lot of segments like for upper middle classes, also for like lower classes. But there is the problem that there are similar products available at the lower prices, but with the same quality. If we can compare maybe the sales in 2011 and 2012, our main competitors are growing as we do, but however there is the one which was the Room to Go, who was also narrowed geographically as we are, but their sales were flat.
And about cash flow, first of all, we had to determine the sales growth in the future, which was based on the number of stores and the number of total revenues. And it seemed to be, it will be 6 and 7% annually, we calculate this in the same way at cost, and then we get our netto income, and then we discounted this with the cost of capital, which is basically the return on equity, because our company doesn't have any debt. We accumulate the discounted cash flow and get the present value, and then added to the terminal value. It seems that the enterprise value it became $200 million. And to revise this data, we also used the multiple valuation when we compared to our numbers with Williams Sonoma, and then we got $209 million. So our assumption was great. And so it seems to be there is a great opportunity to invest in our company. So if you buy 10% of our company, it means that it's $20 million, and exits after 6 years, you can realize $38 million, which is 190% return on investments.
So summing up our statement, we could say that we definitely advise you to invest in tire furniture because they have very high value for the customers, therefore high customer engagement. The market is growing moderately but stable. The competitors are focusing on a much broader scale, and we have a really good niche market, which is kind of profitable too. And the valuation, we advise you to invest $20 million right now. In 6 years, you will be able to sell the part of the company, and with the profits of the 10% share, you can exit with 38 million. However, you have tire furniture has to be able to address these issues. For example, the dependency from the manufacturers, the possible threat from the online market and the raising share of the online market, the competitors which can be newcomers and the already dull market, or maybe it can happen that you wouldn't be able to make an exit that is advised. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jurister.
So you pointed to a few very critical points in the strategy of this company. One of that was the quality of your products, as your customers are very sensitive to quality. And you also highlighted in the risk matrix that you depend on suppliers. So very much because you need to produce a quality product. So what can you do about it? Do you think that the company can manage to mitigate that risk with the suppliers?
Absolutely. We have been working together with the suppliers and this domestic manufacturer for more than 11 years now. So it's a really, really nice relationship with them, and it's also manufacturing for them and for both of us.
How about the finances of the suppliers? Are they strong financially? Can you really rely on them?
They are strong financially, and the company was making efforts to help them with funding the inventory, because tire furniture needs $33 million of fund for the inventory of every 6 months, and they tried to make deals so that they could give them some loans, but actually these negotiations were not successful. But despite this factor, we think that because it's a long-term relationship, and it has been a really satisfactory relationship, we think that there must be no problem with this one.
And related to that, what do you think about innovation? Do your customers need innovation in terms of products, new product lines? how can the company manage to continually innovate in relation to the suppliers you just mentioned?
Yeah. So basically, the need of our customers is a bit tricky because while it's right that they need innovation, they also have the need for tradition, and that's why tire furniture is so excellent, because they combine these two features. As I already mentioned, this American patriotic feature and the traditional feature in their designs, and also they combine this with innovation and keeping up with the new trends as well. And this is what makes tire furniture so different.
Okay, so how can the company manage this innovation that some of the customers do need?
Being in close relationship and cooperation with the domestic suppliers, it can be easily achieved.
What is your answer to the e-market, the online trade, which you have mentioned as a threat and as an opportunity as well, which I fully agree with? What is the answer of the company for that?
We would advise to them to definitely open to this new market, because it's not only a very strong future trend, but it maybe also can do the sales much more effectively, so they won't they won't depend so much on the landlords, for example, from whom they rent the stores, and they won't have these kind of fixed costs. They will be able to ship the product right out from the distribution center. And yes, of course, it is crucial to go into this market too, because of the trends.
Does the financial effect you have mentioned just earlier included in your P&L and the discounted cash flow model, or is it excluded at the moment? Have you calculated?
Would you like to answer?
No, because we only calculate for the future, so for the future returns from 2012.
I'm a little bit worried about the geography. So you're talking about moving to new metropolitan areas, extending.
No. Sorry, maybe it was the new 6 stores being to open, they are exactly in the same region.
In the same region.
So that's why I mentioned that it's a key advantage that we have our warehouse there. So it's within 1 day. So all the future that makes up to 35 in 3 years, 35 stores can be reached in one warehouse, and they are in the same metropolitan area.
Then the other question is, what is the point when you actually penetrate, I don't know, 100% of the wealthy, highly educated Helens, and I don't remember the guy's name.
I think it was Harry.
Yeah. So what happens when within the reach of your warehouse, already all of the, or I don't know, most of your target audience is buying at your store, then you basically have no market left. What do you do then?
We are not thinking, or as we were examining the company, we made a calculation for the next 3 years. So this market can be reached and can be covered in 3 years. And of course, the management of the company should really think about going wider, and maybe they could go international as well, because they have the Western European market, which is quite similar to the US one. So it's up to the company.
Okay, and there is time for one last question.
I would love to ask one. Do you by any chance have a slide on the multiple-based valuation?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one, I think. Yeah. So what was the comparison? How similar is that to our company, and what sort of multiples did you use?
We examined Williams-Sonoma, who is one of our main competitors, and it operates with the same number than us. So the same height of net income, and not the same level, just operates with the same growth rates.
And which multiples did you choose and why?
Sorry.
Which multiples did you choose and why?
I guess the price per the price per equity.
Okay.
Okay, Team D, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
The next team is